It is Ticket Tuesday, and Craig Miller from the Morning Musers joining us in studio. First time that has happened in quite a while, right?
It's been forever since we've had you in here.
It's good to be back, and I appreciate you inviting me. And as you know, I always try to bring a gift. I think it's courteous. I'm invited into your home, so I should bring some sort of a gift.
Not necessary.
The glitter, I love
Fancy
it.
bag. I spare no expense. And what this is a very rare and delicate Muser's glass.
Oh.
Now, I don't know if your robot camera can get a close-up of that.
Special edition?
But it's a special edition, and I put some tape over the restaurant because I didn't clear it with Fox 4 sales. So I don't know how they would react, but it's a Muser's glass, and there are said to be perhaps as few as 70,000 of these. So you'll, but we only had one in the prize closet, so you'll have to share.
That's really nice.
Maybe you can take it home for a week, and then Sam can take it for a
Perfect.
week, something like that.
That sounds
Craig
lovely.
and who's the funny guy? Gordon and George on there as well. We're going to
There
put
you
it
go.
right,
Right
here
there.
prominently on the free for all set tonight, and we'll have our soda pop later out of that.
Exciting night ahead.
Sports now. The big news of the day, the fact that Aaron Rodgers will not be facing the Cowboys next week, out with the Achilles injury. I know as somebody who just values enticing sports matchups, it's got to kill you that this happened. That was going to be a lot of fun seeing him face the Cowboys, but just to see how the Jets did with him overall, it's pretty disappointing.
Boy, it really is. And I was excited about last night's matchup, the Monday night game, because I wanted to see Rodgers after all the talk in the offseason and see what he would look like in a real game. And then not only for him to get hurt, but to get hurt on the fourth snap that he takes. It's the biggest story of the year in the NFL going in. And now it's probably the biggest story coming out, the fact that we're not going to get to see him. So, yeah, that was a big-time buzzkill.
Cowboys had a dominant performance on opening night against the Giants, the defense that is. Are the Cowboys that good or the Giants that bad, do you think?
Mike, you want to take this one, or do you want me?
Hey, Craig, you're the guest.
Okay.
You go ahead, and one is your camera if you need to kind of address the home viewer directly.
Sam, it's a great question. And the way I would look at it is the Giants are pretty bad. They're pretty dysfunctional offensively, especially against a defense like Dallas. We knew Dallas had a great defense coming in, so I don't think any questions were answered on Sunday night. They're a great defense, and they played like a great defense. They were amazing. We all had questions about the offense coming in, and because they had such a lead so early, we didn't really get to see the offense too much. So I'm anxious for the next couple of games. Maybe it's a more balanced game where the offense actually has to try to put some points on the board and see what the new offense looks like. And I also would still have some questions about the Cowboys' run defense because it didn't look good on that first drive, but then we never saw it after that because the Giants were playing catch-up. And that was the only knock against this defense coming into the season. So we still have something to see there, but there's no doubt this defense is at least top 3 in the NFL. That's
the longest I have never been on camera. That's the longest I've not been on camera at one time in this show.
I'm sorry.
And I hate it. It's not going to happen again.
Yeah,
Let's just keep it on a 3-shot from here on out if we could. Craig, you're notorious for warning Cowboys fans not to get their hopes up. You've written a book, in fact. What's it called again?
Craig Miller's Guide to Never Again Buying Into the Cowboys.
Award-winning?
Yes, forward by Chad Hutchinson. And yeah, it does seem like that the odds would have caught up with the Cowboys not making it to the NFC Championship, but they haven't. I mean, they are long overdue. They've got a great team this year, no doubt about it. But I didn't pick them. I picked San Francisco to win the NFC and win the Super Bowl. And I thought through week 1, the 49ers were the best-looking team.
Craig, we've seen the Rangers take a bit of a nosedive over this past month, steadying the ship a bit here recently. Does it feel to you like this will end up being a playoff team still? Yes,
I do think they will make the playoffs, but I've changed my mind on how deep they'll go. I just think with this bullpen, I don't see a deep playoff run. And May and June, I thought this team could get to the World Series. It is the baseball playoffs. Anything can happen. You see, teams catch fire, and you just got to win a series, win a round. So anything is possible, but while I think they'll sneak into the playoffs probably with a wild card, I don't think they'll do much in the playoffs, and not until they shore up that bullpen.
Did you bring any WD-40?
Yeah, what's up
Any
with this
chance?
squeaky chair?
Oh, squeaky chair
Might
here.
be time for a new chair there, Mike.
Excuse me.
Was that the chair or?
Last week marked the 5th anniversary of this little thing we called, the debut of this little thing we call Free for All. You were our first guest that night.
Yes.
How impressed, Craig, are you by how glamorous and successful this show has become?
It's my favorite show. You know, I never miss it, even though we wake up early. I still make sure I'm by the channel every night. Even those occasions where you go on at midnight or 1 a.m. or 2 a.m., I'm still there for you. And I'm very, very proud to have been the first guest on Free for All. And I feel like I did pave the way for any success that this show has had.
You were a great first guest. You're a great guest tonight. It's always great of you to come in. It's a lot of fun when Craig Miller
Thank
joins
you.
I
us.
got a lot of
Craig.
time. I can hang out.
Go, Dan Henry's got.
He's chilling in the
needs a
weather
little
center
help.
with snacks.
Yeah, I'd love to get in front of the
What's your
green
take on
screen.
these cooler temperatures, by the way?
Boy, it's something, isn't it? After a record summer, the hottest July and hottest August globally I think we've ever seen, and here in North Texas, those triple digits, what do we have, 53 triple digit days?
Like that.
Something like that. So I like the cold weather. So I want it to get as cold as fast as possible and stay there. 30 below, 40 below, something like that, and just stay there for a few months.
All right, Craig always enjoys talking weather, TV lingo, all of those types
The
of
do you
things.
Bosots and packages and whatnot.
Yeah, do you want to get some gnat sound or anything before I leave?
Yeah, here's some more Nat sound for you. Craig, we'll be listening with the Musers, with George and Gordon and the whole crew every
And
morning,
thank you for this.
5:30 to
This is
10.
exciting. I love this glass.
All right, the Musers tumbler.
Thank
Craig
you all for
Miller,
having me.
everybody. All right.